is on the air. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Washington football team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Bryant. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a wide receiver's dream, because if they can make that first man miss, a lot of times they turn these into big plays, and that's exactly what happened here.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Now a play fake here on first down. Got him in on the right sideline. That's Hammond. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for the Titans.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
56. Mike, 56, right there. Come on.
A give to Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, There's nothing but room to run.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, check 26.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, running left is Nwangu.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
right side to Wangu.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But it's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kene Nwangu with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. McCann for the point after.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
McCann's got it teed up.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now a handoff to Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Derrick Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoff.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Washington going to send out their punter.
And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Line of of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. All day, y'all.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Rodgers to throw.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Back back to Nwangu again on first down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And maybe that... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go. Mike 56.
Throwing is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Way to come up.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting out a ton of success. Here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now a give running right. Nwangu fights through and now a crease. Touchdown, Washington. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. McCann now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Next is Washington 27, Titans 13. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Let's go, Heavy.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Second and 16.
Here we go. Here we go. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 56. Mike.
Rodgers now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's complete, Okuebunam. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
The Washington first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go right back to Nwangu. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Kene Nwangu. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. McCann for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Next is Washington 34, Titans 13.
McCann's got it teed up. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down. Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He dumps it off for Henry. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 31, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Rodgers going to throw. Jones has it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Push him back. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. All day, just like that. Just like that. 56. Mike, 56.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Nwangu.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They fake the give.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win